Hey everyone, this is Kevin the Entrepreneur, and it turns out the Uber CEO Dara K is more delusional than I thought he was. He actually unveiled the concept of the flying car known as UberAIR, and he gave a big press conference so we know what it looks like and, of course, when to announce it. And as much as I hate reporting on hype, there's honestly not a whole lot else going on, so I might as well. But before we talk about this, we actually have a sponsor today, and here is our sponsor. And today's video is sponsored by Rideshare Driver Depot, your source for rideshare driver essentials. Whether it be chargers and mounts, lights and signage, safety, or even cleaning supplies, Rideshare Driver Depot has it all. It even has barf bags and my personal favorite item, the USB-powered Uber and Lyft light-up sign for $15.99. It helps let your drivers know which car is yours. Use the link promotion to save 15% off. I would love to share the Rideshare Depot for being my first sponsor, and thank you very much. If you want to sponsor any future episodes of the show, you can contact me at the business email below. And now let's get to the main story at hand, which is that Uber has officially unveiled the flying car, UberAIR, and that it will be coming out in the year 2023. About 3 years later than originally projected, but hey, that's just how it is, right? According to TechCrunch, after helping to pioneer peer-to-peer ride-hailing and working to bring self-driving cars to the road, Uber's next step will take it to a place where it won't need roads. At its second Elevate Summit in Los Angeles, Uber has unveiled its latest design reference for its electric vertical takeoff and landing eVTOL concept, a flying car for its future urban aviation ride-hailing network. Known internally as the ECRM003, the eVTOL, I'm just going to call it eVTOL, common reference model looks like a bit like a cross between a massive drone and a small airplane, and that's what it looks like. I do report on news, right? I do report on news. Anyway. 4 rotors, actually 4 pairs of co-rotating rotors for a total of 8 props, are driven by electric motors providing vertical lift and bringing the vehicle to its cruising altitude between 1,000 and 2,000 feet. Being fully electric with multiple small rotors instead of a single large one, it should be quieter than a conventional helicopter and more efficient. The multiple rotors also add redundancy to the eVTOL, should be safer as well. Once in the air, the eVTOL will switch over to fixed-wing operation with its airplane-like wings providing lift when moving horizontally, and a propper in the tail providing horizontal thrust up to a cruising speed of about 150 miles per hour with a top speed of 200 miles per hour. Fixed-wing operation is even more efficient and brings with it an expected range for the electric aircraft of about 60 miles per charge? Okay, maybe I am reporting the news because this going 200 miles per hour but not actually able to get there, yeah, that definitely sounds like a, more realistic goal, I suppose. Uber expects an average mission length of about 25 miles with a 5-minute recharge between trips, keeping the eVTOL running for about 3 hours of continuous operation during peak rush hours. Oh, God. The design is built around the passenger compartment, featuring space for up to 4 passengers with their personal bags or backpacks. Yeah, so I guess airport travels out of the... Yeah, let's see people actually follow those rules. The spec has been penned to make boarding and deplaning easy, with the design keeping the rotors and wings up and far away from passengers as possible. Yeah, as possible. Early eVTOLs will be piloted by a human, but the ultimate goal for these vehicles is to become autonomous. Of course, though. Wait. So, let's go back up to this real quick. Yeah, as far from the ground as possible. There's plenty of room for someone to get decapitated there. Let's see here. Future eVTOLs won't just be landing in your driveway. The UberAIR version places skyports at strategic locations around urban centers where passengers will begin and end flights. The Skyport model, Uber says, allows a company to effectively manage noise pollution, trip routing, and flight planning coordination with the Federal Aviation Administration and local air control. Passengers will plan and request flights within the same Uber passenger app used for ground transportation, which will also allow them to plan first and last mile transport to and from these skyports. Okay, so this is basically a helicopter. That's what this is. It's a helicopter. I mean, what else could it possibly be? Let's be honest, folks. This is a dang helicopter. And helicopter pilots are not going to fly for Uber rates. Now, Uber might, of course, offer to pay more because it is a new thing, but yeah, of course they want it to be autonomous at some point, but I don't know. Uber head of vehicle engineering team Rob McDonald made it clear during the Elevate Summit keynote that, quote, Uber is not developing a vehicle. Really? Instead, Uber hopes this reference concept will serve as a springboard for its partners who will handle the final design and manufacturing of the eVTOL vehicle. Oh, for God's sakes! Uber, this is why you're going to fail. You have no capital. Yeah, you make partners, but guess what? After they can mimic your technology, they don't need you anymore. I would have had more respect if they were at least trying to develop their own vehicle, but they're not. The first eVTOL demonstration from those partners are expected by 2020. Oh, there's the 2020. Yeah, great. So, from there, Uber plans to use the flying cars in its upcoming UberAIR urban aviation ride-hail networks, which it estimates will arrive in partner cities including Los Angeles and Dallas-Fort Worth by 2023. Yep. We're on location at the Uber Elevate Summit, so stay tuned over the next day or so for even more details regarding Uber's plans for urban air travel. God, yeah. I'll give them this much credit. They know what can distract people from sexual assault allegations and company misconduct. They just know how to do that. And that's why this is here. That's why we have the summit. Every time they're getting some heat for how the company is run, hey, they do a demonstration and they show, like, none of this is even built. This is all computer graphic concept artwork. They still have nothing to show for it, but they're talking like, oh yeah, in 5 years we'll be in the air. It's like, guys, this is a helicopter. We had helicopters for years. They don't use them for travel transportation for a reason, because except for medical emergencies and stuff like that, they're not convenient. They just aren't. So, but of course, leave it to Uber to just not understand anything about how the real world works. But again, we're not going to see this thing. This is like a pipe dream. We're only seeing concept art because they need to keep the investors interested and they have to keep the media distracted, from the problems that they're having with the drivers and the passengers. And geez, I got the hiccups all of a sudden. And yada, yada, yada. So, yeah, 2023, if I'm still doing this, I guess we'll see if I'm wrong or not, but I personally don't expect this to, forgive the pun, ever truly take off. It's just not going to happen as far as I'm concerned. But, of course, I will pass the question to you as we end this video. What do you think? Do you think this is going to happen? Do you think it's not going to happen? Are you excited about the idea? Will you get in an UberAIR if it launches in Los Angeles or Dallas in 2023? I would love to know. Comment below. Like, favorite, share, subscribe. If you would like to be a sponsor for one of the future videos, you can contact me at my business email below. If you want to support the channel, consider becoming a Patreon member for $1 a month. It's completely optional, but every little bit helps keep the channel running smoothly like a well-oiled machine. And as always, flame responsibly. Have a good one.